Hello, everybody. Welcome back for StarCraft 2 action. It is Bly going up against Wayne, which is a Zerg player that is formerly known as Vanya or Ratata on the latter as well. So I don't know why I switched to Wayne, but it is what it is. Bly. Starting us off with a cheeky little 12 pull over here, and remember that is sometimes a macro opener. Or, I mean, if there's no gas, it's basically always a macro opener nowadays. Wayne going for the gas pool, and then into a hatchery most likely. So he's going to be very well prepared against this 12 pull Bly. Also, your potential natural hatchery is pretty close to your main base, so it's like the lings will have to travel a little bit further, and it's pretty easy to pull the drones, and of course pulling drones towards golden minerals is never really an issue. But I do like the 12 pull because, wow, look at these overlords, they are missing everything. Oh, Wayne, Mr. Vanya. Bly does not see this, but he's taking this golden mineral base, but Bly is going to find it. I mean, that means that this hatchery is donezo. Maybe this is a little scouting from Bly, that he knows that Mr. Wayne likes to use this strategy. Expand to the gold base. Wayne sends out a drone right away to take his in-base natural. There are lings out, so no drone will get killed here. And on the back of this, we see Wayne getting speed and not mining any extra gas. And the 8 lings from Bly are on top of the hatch. If he... Oh, that was a nice trick. If Wayne just A-moved, which he did, he'll waste a little bit of time. 2 more lings come out, and that is a big cancel. 8 lings will force a cancel. Almost no problem, actually. If they just are unattended for a couple seconds. Oh my god, and a big catch by Blyer as well. More lings streaming into the base here, and they even catch a queen. I mean, I feel like Wayne's just giga dead here, boys. Like, he just lost everything. 4 lings here to try and save this hatchery, but nope, another cancel has to go down. And Wayne just does not have a natural base right now. Bly already mining from his, and these couple lings still gaining some value. I mean, Wayne is going to have speed? But he's making drones. I would kind of expect him to just go all in. But instead, he's probably going to try and turtle up a little bit. What's this drone all about? Is he still going for that golden base, even though there is an overlord here? That was a little wild, but on the other side, he does have speed, and Bly does not have speed. Queen's blocking off. Okay, so lings can't get through there? Is that what I'm seeing? Is this a worker gap only? That makes sense. I don't know, it's so small. You kind of expect lings to get through there. I'm kind of self-reporting that I haven't played this map yet. Please don't hate me. Long distance mining the gold minerals. It's actually more efficient to mine 24 out of 16, but as soon as the hatchery finishes, it's of course nice to have your drones there. Wayne almost finishing up, or halfway finishing up this 3rd base. What is Bly thinking right now? He has a Roach Warren finishing up. He doesn't have a lair. Does have 4 gases, so I'm a little confused. Does he think he started a lair? Because it kind of looks like he's expecting to have a lair here. Because this is a lot of gas. Does start the lair now, gets +1. But, I mean, Wayne just has this base for free. Because even though Bly cancelled his natural twice, and he cancelled this base, he still looks kind of fine since he's mining all of these golden minerals. His income is actually in favor. But Bly does have a lot of gas. That is kind of his advantage here. Wayne just started mining gas from one geysers, adding 2 more on there. We get the Roach Warren in the Evo chamber. The lair is coming in as well. So Wayne looks to be firing up lots and lots of roaches when the time comes. But I mean, Bly, is he going for +1 speed roach, or is he just going straight mutmuts? Nidus Worm. Nidus Worm with 4 gas. Like, what? Speed roach +1, Nidus Worm making roaches. I mean... I almost feel like he should have a macro hatch just to make more stuff. But, I mean, this is a good amount of roaches. He's double injecting this hatchery as well, so he's going to be pulling the queens. I would be okay with just putting, like, a low-energy queen there. Where is this Nidus gonna go? Looks like this Overlord has a plan. Nidus Worm does go down. Let's look at the army size here. Blind does have more army supply, but Wayne is building a bunch of roaches right now. The Nidus goes down. Wayne, of course, hears that. Now a secondary Nidus has been planted down. The roaches and the queens, actually get on top of the army. And we have roach speed here, so Bly could potentially just snap off the head of Wayne here in this game number 1. There's a lot of speed roaches here with +1, also getting a couple Overlord kills. But Bly, you need to get something done here. We do have some extra roaches into the natural, making sure that these drones are not allowed to mine. A little bit of a discoordination on the roaches here. But drones are falling. The queens come in, and now all of the units actually leave the natural base. They go back into the Nidus, and now, again, park themselves in between the third base and the natural of Wayne. Now he gets on top of this gold base, and this, I feel like, is some critical damage being done here by Bly. Another Nidus Worm does go down. There's one here in the back to send the reinforcements over. Now, the roaches of Wayne do trickle in here. Those roaches also have +1. And they do have speed now as well. There's a spire underway for Bly, actually, to kind of, if this somehow doesn't work out, to have a transition, 3rd and 4th base underway for Bly. And actually, the roaches of Wayne are going to be enough here to keep him alive. 30 workers against 38. That's a lot of gas. Bly's banking up. 2 bases are under construction. His natural's starting to mine out here. And, Bly actually unloading his whole army here. The Nidus did not get killed by this low amount of roaches, but the roaches of Wayne are here. Bly's going for the trades. He's like, yeah, sure, kill my roaches. I'm going to kill your economy. 26 drones. And the main was also evacuated, or at least the drones from the main were evacuated. They would probably main it over to the third base, actually. Just to get those golden minerals in. And that's 6 more drones going down, and now 7 mutas, or mutmuts, are underway. Another Nidus completes here, and the roaches try to get into that base. This one roach has a pretty tall task ahead of him, although these roaches seem to be shift-clicked onto the drones. There's not a lot of roaches from Wayne, but he's still perhaps going to get some damage done. Here are the mutas, and an Evo chamber does go down, but it gets snapped off right away. And now, roaches are in the mineral lines. No. This is like the nightmare of every muta player. You kind of have to like pull all your drones and like run towards another base, but Bly's going to lose some drones here at least. He's making a couple roaches to defend, which I do like. 0 queens on the field here for Bly, I think. I might have 1. It's probably inside the Nidus. Yeah, it is. But look at that. 10 drones going down, and Wayne actually up to 40 drones right now, whereas Bly now has 27... Yeah, 27 drones. This third base, though, does not have a spore. It has 1 low HP queen, and I feel like this, again, is critical damage. And Wayne does tap out. GG is called. And Bly takes game number 1 in this best of 5. And for game number 2, we are here in everybody's favorite Night Shift Evolution map. It's Oceanborn. I think that left the pool. Did it not? I don't know. I haven't actually checked. It feels like an old map, but it might still be in. But these games are slight... Yeah, they are not like the newest, but I think this was on the new map pool. Oh man. Boomer moment. Wayne going for the hatch first, and Bly going for the hatch first as well. So we are in for at least a little bit of macro before action pops off. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Also, if you want to see any of the games of the ESL Spring 2024 Regionals that did recently conclude, and I think Dallas is only a couple days away as of recording this. I think it's 4 or 5. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if, you know, for example, Trigger versus Scarlet. Well, basically Scarlet versus any of the NA Protosses were some of the highest profile matches there. I'm planning to take a look at it. But maybe there's like a Firefly game you would like to see. Maybe Oliveira did some cool stuff. We've got time. Players perfectly mirroring one another, and Bly is the first one to deviate, going for an early evolution chamber here. It's going to line up pretty nice with getting 100 gas up, and we'll probably start +1 range. Melee, I would imagine. Could also be Carapace upgrade. Well, if I look at the timing, that's going to line up a little better. Do see speed going down for Wayne. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Melee upgrade is on deck from Bly. That can be a pretty shenasty. Zergling speed all in. Wayne going for a third base here, whereas Bly not yet sending out a drone to potentially take a third base. Some lings are out on the map. Bly is scouting and also trying to catch Wayne's scouting lings. More drones are out for Wayne. It's a 1 drone difference, baby. It's a mirror, so you never know. I do like the double queen on the ramp, not making additional queens, and it could be anything behind that, right? Like, it could be pretty fast lair. That's what, that's a thing Bly likes to do. So if you block the ramp there, Wayne could think that, probably some Nidus or whatever is coming in, but if we see speed come up, still mining gas though here, Bly. So what's he gonna do with this? He gets a super early melee upgrade, gets a secondary Evo, and a Roach Warren. So I guess this is not an all-in. I kind of expected this to be a +1 Zergling flood. I guess it's not an all-in, even though we are flooding. Oh, this... I think I know this build. I think this is... no, I don't, actually. But it's kind of a Sue-ish build. I think Sue used to do this. It's... It's not quite that build. He's going for 1-1 Lings, and this Roach Warren is potentially fake, although he does have a little bit of gas left over. So I guess he's just going for double upgrade Ling style here. Going to get this third base with his super strong Zerglings. We did have... Yeah, we do have a Baneling Nest here for Wayne, which is going to be pretty crucial here. That's a lot of Zerglings going across the map here, but Wayne, he is ready. He already has some Banelings under construction. He has an extra Evo chamber to wall this off. The Queen is coming in. Damn. Solid defense. Keeps the Lings back. Now the Banelings are here. As long as you have a couple Lings to defend your Banelings from low amounts of Zerglings from your opponent, you're good. 2 Banelings already blow up. 3rd Baneling blows up, but they do get decent connections. And this Ling flood from Bly seems... oh, that Queen did pop real fast. Rather fast. But Bly, he's behind economically. Was this enough? We see a bunch of roaches being produced here for Wayne. He does not have a lair. He is going out with his Lings, potentially disrupting this 3rd from being created for Bly. That can't get cancelled, I feel like. That would be devastating. We do have a lair. Wow. The drones are already put on gas. 3 gases so far. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bly just throws down another spire. He does like to do that. Oh. Oh, wow. Was that fake? Ooh, okay. Wayne saw the lair. Now Bly cancels the lair. He still has drones and gas, so he's making roaches. And, well, I mean, this should be an all-in now. If you cancel your lair, you're basically screaming, I am not teching up. He is behind economically. 11 roaches are coming out, but Wayne is also just making workers. He's not that high of a worker count himself. 48 drones, a couple get killed here. And Bly does have 1-1 ready. He's making a bunch of roaches, and he's now moving across the map with said roaches. Roaches with +1 carapace and melee for the memes. I kind of would like it more if he just pulled out of gas and just floods pure Ling behind this. But he's going to use his gas to slowly make Ravagers, I suppose. So we have a couple Ravagers here. How does Bly want to do this? Does he want to take very long? Oh my god, look at Wayne. He's so ready, dude. He's so ready. He's like, I know you're coming. I'm just sticking on 50 drones and just making dudes. I'm just going to use my defender's advantage. Look at all the queens here. Roaches and Ravagers ready in a concave. And Bly's army kind of is built to overwhelm. But he is being overwhelmed. Even a spine crawler being made. Wayne is not losing to Bly shenaniganry here. And he restarted the lair. Makes 12 drones. So instantaneously catches up on the worker count, but it's going to be a very, very long time before he gets to use this lair for anything other than roach speed. Because, I mean, making a tech structure for him is just going to take forever. I don't know. He isn't really ahead in any upgrades. Starts +1, so I guess Bly is doing kind of a weird transition, or just inefficient transition into a roaches. With this lair timing, that's about the only thing you could do, in my mind. We'll want to see roach speed right now. Mosquito. Do have some links in the natural here. Trying to be annoying. We do get a kill. 2 in total. More links on the map. This is Bly's edge here. He has +1 melee. And, I mean, Wayne does have a Baneling Nest, so that helps, but as soon as a big chunk of roaches moves out, you can see some run bikes going down. These Lings trying to find an angle. Sees Wayne moving out. He does get a surround on a couple roaches and a Ravager. And that's not the worst pickoff here. It's decent, but there's a pretty big clump of roaches in Bly's face right now. A couple Ravagers get sniped, but Bly is up in the Ravager count here. Also scary to see those corrosive biles almost hitting a clump of roaches. Bly just making Roachling here. +1 is going to finish for Wayne slightly earlier. Spine's now being thrown down. And a couple Banes for Wayne as well. Look at the supply. It don't lie. And Bly, wow, gets engaged here by Wayne. He does have a slight concave. And look at that. The anti-timing for Bly. Fights just before his +1 is done. But he was forced to fight by Wayne. So Wayne timing that very nicely. And he's just playing into Bly's image. He's like, you are going to be all-inning me. So I'm just going to make about the same amount of drones and then just make units but not attack. And you will attack me. And, I mean, just kind of got hard countered. Wayne taking game number 2. And so we are 1-1 in this series. If you're Bly, you really need to maybe go into some macro. Because he's clearly expecting you to do something. And for game number 3, we are loading into Crimson Court, which is, of course, the map that has, like, 2 golden wall areas that are walled off by golden minerals. Just like the map Golden Wall. Not Goldenaura. That map's stupid. Golden Wall. Mwah, 10 out of 10. One of the maps of all time. And Wayne going for hatch first here, whereas Bly is going for pool first. So playing it safe here. Interesting to see. Wayne did a similar thing in the first game. And then he went for those golden minerals on post-youth. But I don't think it's worth committing hatchery to these minerals. I've never counted, but I'm pretty sure they're like 5 or 10. It's probably not likely. Or very likely not worth it. If you put it over here, you can mine like 1 or 2 patches. Crazy. Crazy. I don't even know if you're allowed to put it here. Maybe, you know, it's probably like 1, 2, 3 hexes, and then 1, 2, 3. Maybe hatch doesn't even fit here, so you have to like put it here. Probably still works. There are some Zerg strategies where you get a quick third hatch, but it's usually in the wall to like wall off with like an Evo chamber and then a queen. So hatch, Evo, queen. So you can skimp on any Zerglings and Zergling speed and go straight into like a roach timing or something like that. So it probably doesn't work, but there's probably a mad lad out there doing the whole mining out of those golden minerals ASAP. Zerglings trying to get some work done, but Wayne is not skimping on any amount of Zerglings here. He's got 8 ready to go. I see 1 drone bite to dust, but maybe if this was a gold base, that would be more worth it. But even then, you can just long distance it. Sag. Maybe on this side, if you put the hatch here to do the same thing, you can like long distance from here. Maybe. I tried a couple times just because it feels cool. Wayne takes this third base in the center of the map. So usually I expect to see this going down, but I guess expanding in the line here, it's way easier to see where you are being attacked if you are Wayne. Because if Bly comes from here and your base is over here, and then if Bly takes this area, it's suddenly super annoying. But expanding forward actually makes some sense here. That's kind of cool. Get a rich Vespine geyser as well. Those are always fun. What is Bly doing here? Getting the Roach Warren, getting double Evo in the wall. He's getting a lair, nobody's surprised. Going for the 2 base, and I love it. 2 base is a beautiful way of playing Zerg versus Zerg. Wayne going for the more economically focused opener, not really the tech focused opener, and that's why I personally really like the 2 base, because especially now that 3 basing is the most common option. Alright, let's go. Using the map to his advantage. Look at the strategy. But I like the what's the word I'm looking for? The asymmetry that you create in a mirror matchup by doing a slightly less efficient strategy. Bly actually going for Roach speed. I don't hate that, honestly. That's kind of the power of this 2 base play. Well, of course he does have a 3rd base now. Wayne, has he seen it actually? He has seen it. That is interesting. We see quite the army from Wayne stockpiling up here. Only 38 drones. He has this 3rd base and it... I mean, the creep extends so far throughout the map. Wayne has a lot of aggressive potential here. Could even start taking down the rocks, but could also just straight up bust the front. Bly, it knows it's coming though. He's battering down the hatches. Another hatches, haha. He's got another Evo chamber in the wall. And I wouldn't say he's ready for this. Oh, also has to defend these rocks as well, so a little out of position with his Roach Ravager here. And Wayne is knocking on the door. Here's Johnny type of beat. No Roach Warren. He did remake it right away, probably in the main base. But that's a lot of Zerglings. +1. Oh, it does finish. Good job. We have +1 armor, though, for Wayne. And armor, of course, way better because of this high Zergling count. And especially if Bly doesn't finish his +1, these Zerglings just don't die. They take a whole extra shot from Roaches. And Roaches attack slowly. Ooh, high energy Queen here might get sniped, but does not. There are some Zerglings in the main. One Queen does go down. Some Roaches and Lynx try to deal with it, but now Wayne is aware of the whereabouts of Bly's army, and the army was split. A big surround by Wayne. No new buildings created to get an additional choke point, and I mean, Bly, whole natural, has just been eaten up, and he does not have enough army left standing right now. And Wayne, wow, what a swift punch here on Crimson Court. Forces Bly to GG out. And I love this for third base. That's so cool. You get the extra gas, so you need less drones. Look at this. He has 2 gases. 2 gases for a Ling Ravager all in. And you can have your army here without it being weird. And you have creep up until here. And you can just run across the map. I guess you go through the middle here. So you're pretty fast, and you can even punish this if for some reason there's like 7 spines here. You can just kill these. You can decide to kill these. I mean, this is probably better, because if you are here with your army, it's about equal distance for you to go here and to go here. But your opponent has to like stand here to defend both. But he can't, because the minerals are there. And unless you mine all of those out, which you probably don't because it's a little inefficient, you are always late. Especially if you're choked up here. Say you're standing here because he attacked, and then he moves back, and then he moves right towards your third base, and you have to funnel your whole army through there. That just means death. It was a super good attack by Wayne, abusing the map really well. Cool. And we're here on Alycone for game number 4. Wayne versus Bly, and Bly, of course, sending out his drone towards his much-beloved golden base that he does love taking on Alycone, which I feel like this map is in every Bly series imaginable. Well, not imaginable, but since that map has been out, he definitely doesn't veto it, and it's probably not bad enough to veto it against Bly. But he does get the gold base. Wayne going for normal hatch first. He's not afraid. He's also up a game in this best of 5, so Bly has to pull out some good strats here. Can't really take a huge risk, but I don't know. Maybe he will, actually. I wish I knew if he was I decide all of my strategies up front and I just execute them all. Or is he I have a couple strats and I have like a vague idea of how I want to use them on which map, but I'm see how I feel after every game. Because, yeah, I don't know, I'm more of a fan of the first one, where you decide all of your strategies up front, and then, like, you can do some small adaptations, I feel like, but up front you can do some multi-game conditioning. You know, you do a 2-base in the first game, and you do a Rochalin behind it, and then in the second game you do 2-base Muta, and then the third game you do like a 2-base Zergling Flood. That's like a fake 2-base. And then your opponent has to be afraid of all of those things. Roach Pete's coming out for Blind. He stopped mining gas right away. He Maynarded over all of his drones to saturate his, well, I guess this is a natural base, his gold base. Now he's making a decent amount of links. Is this just going to be a giant Zergling Flood? Because it could be. It would be kind of dope, but is it good? Wayne is floating gas, actually, so he's going to make an Evo chamber in the front. Probably a Roach Warren as well. And going to close it off. Maybe 2-base himself? That would be rather cool. We have a 3rd base from Bly, though. But we see Zerglings being pulled up here. The rocks have been killed. Even a queen coming out to fight. But there is a wall here from Wayne. And, I mean, oh, Bly hasn't checked. This is so blind. He doesn't know anything. He's running in. And Wayne, he's ready. He's so ready. Oh my god, the Lings are trying to squeeze in here. But the Queen sandwich. Oh my god. Oh, one Ling gets through. We have a little bit of a wiggle. And this one Queen is now being surrounded. The Lings actually pushed themselves in, but this is actually not that many Zerglings. Speed is done. But, I mean, all of the Lings just died one by one, and just 0 surface area. More Zerglings being created here. And, I mean, Wayne just re-walls up. That was a basically perfect hold. And Wayne's drone count is insane. Roaches are coming out as well. They can be used defensively here. And Bly being forced into re-droning here. Has 4 drones on the gas, but it's been fixed. He has a 3rd base. And he has the mobility, so he can kind of maybe threaten a run-by if a bunch of roaches move out. He sees that roach speed is not underway. So even though Wayne is sitting safe on his 2-base, he knows there's not going to be a roach attack anytime soon. Because, I mean, moving out without roach speed is a little rough. Maybe this is one of those situations where you can do it. But I feel like I wouldn't try it. I would go for a lair and, like, go for roach speed. Maybe go for a Nidus. Maybe go for a Spire behind it. Something like that. Definitely a macro hatch right now, because you are kind of stuck on 2 bases here. Unless you make more roaches. If you have, like, 8 roaches here, you can have 2 in the wall and 6 near a 3rd base. But Wayne not showing anything. He's, like, showing 4 roaches. Now he's making 6 more. Maybe trying to bait somebody in. We have armor underway here. Lings from Bly do get in, so that he can get a scout off. He's going to see the the lair, and that it's completed. He did not see roach speed there, but he did see a good amount of roaches popping out, so he is kind of onto something here. Bly knows that roaches are being created, but he doesn't know if there's going to be a huge attack, yes or no. Wait, are the roaches stuck? That would be a little, like, kind of funny. He's going to cancel... Wait, he canceled armor. What? What did he do? What? He's making a Spire as well. He canceled armor. And then he... I think that was a mistake. Because he canceled armor, but not +1. Or +2, I mean. So I think Wayne made a little mistake there, that he canceled the wrong upgrade. Because armor was almost done, I think. That's crazy. Queen walks on out, but the Overlord is privy to that Queen sneaking on up. Spire almost halfway done here for Wayne, and that's going to be a rude awakening for Bly if he does not have the anti-air required. Do see another pretty big Ling Flood out on the map for Bly. He's going to attack with his roaches. Last time he did this on Oceanborn, he got overwhelmed. He's walking up the high ground here, and this is, I mean, in any game where you walk up the high ground without foreknowledge, you might just get pounced on and die, and Bly's main roach army here can't run away because he doesn't have roach speed, which is why he's not trying to run, because Wayne does have roach speed. That means you're just going to die whilst trying to retreat. So it's better to just stand and fight. Maybe you can click down a Ravager if your opponent's not paying full attention. Do have some roaches and Queen energy here for Bly, and we have the first Muta underway for Wayne. Bly's work account and Wayne's work account are now equal. Bly did a little bit of damage there, I imagine. Yeah, 10 drones have been killed. 3 spines being created here for Bly and Wayne. Backs it up, starts droning and making Mutalisk. That, oh my god, this is pretty strong. He basically fakes a roach attack. I mean, it was a real-ish attack, but now he's Mutas behind it. And these Mutas start... Where? What? We just saw one, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. One Mutas starts attacking Overlords. And now the Spines have been cancelled. Damn, they were still building? That's crazy. We do get spores now. Every base has a spore. But that kind of ruins your day if you have to make spores in all of your bases and your economy isn't that strong. That famous indirect damage, and +2 is also about to finish. And Bly, he's going to counter-spire this. But how's that gonna work? Is he gonna make corruptors? Because he has one less geyser because he's on the gold base. So if Wayne takes his gases. But for now, he's up a geyser. So actually, Bly is slowly but surely winning in the gas department. We see +1 armor now underway. Wayne's ground prowess is unimaginably better. Like, just so much better than Bly's. I guess... I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you overpower... Oh, this changeling found the spire. Dude, he's making a Hydra den. He sees all. Wayne. The changeling does get killed there. Is Bly going to cancel this? I don't think he is. Can you really... Another changeling comes in. I don't think you can cancel it. You don't have upgrades. You just don't. Like, what's your next thing? I guess you can rush Lurker. Maybe. But I kind of agree with him just making a round of Mutas here. He remakes the Spines, again, knowing that he's going to be slightly vulnerable here. Starts +1 for the Mudmites. And... Wow, Wayne is being so tricky. He showed a couple Mutas, and then scouted, saw the counter-spire, and went into Hydra. Oh my god, and the moment the Mudmites are built, the army of Wayne moves on out of there. And he's basically max right now, has a ginormous army. And Mutas just suck straight up. In a straight up fight like this, they are not good. Wayne's trying to force the issue here. He's up 2 upgrades. Almost 3. The Spines have been taken down. We still have some transfuse energy, but the Mutas can't really fight until the Hydras are done. The Hydras just throwing out the damage here so much. DPS on these Hydralisks, and I mean, that was Fly just straight up flatlining there. You got owned. A 3 upgrade difference is what that looks like. And a tech difference as well. I mean, just got owned. Just got owned. Ripperino. And Bly has to GG out there, and Wayne takes this series 3-1, meaning that Bly does drop out in the lower bracket and out of the playoffs of the ESL Europe Spring 2024 Regionals. So sadly, he does not qualify for Dallas. But it was a pretty nice run. He came out of Swiss just barely. Showed some interesting ideas versus Clem. And I thought after the first game, it kind of looks like the hatchery's flipping you off now, doesn't it? But after, like, in the first game, Bly, yeah, showed some promise. But then Wayne, I liked Wayne's play for most of this series. It was very strong. I liked the Crimson Court build a lot, where he went for the Ravager Zergling. And this game in particular was very strong. Just, he got the wall, he scouted the Zerglings, aptly reacted, and I mean, from that moment, it should have been in the bag, and it was definitely in the bag. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Bly versus Wayne. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment telling me which game you would like to see, if there is any, from the ESL 2024 regionals. Can be any region. And I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.